Hello and welcome back to the Cronecast at the Rising Moon. My name is Elaine, and on this channel I do the Spirit Guide Monthly live every last Friday of the month, and I hope you're able to join me. But I also do this, I do pick-a-cards. And today's pick-a-card reading is just for fun. What do people find attractive about you? What do they think is special about you? There are 4 piles in a pick-a-card. Concentrate, see which one really calls out to you. That is the message you're most meant to receive. Remember, this is a general reading, so unfortunately it can't hold true for everybody, but I hope there's a message here for you, and I will see you at the time of your reading. Welcome back. If you chose pile number 1, then this is your reading. We're putting number 1 over there so people can easily fast forward to their reading. The Alice in Wonderland Tarot is going to bring us a predictive spread of 8 cards. And then we have 4 different oracles. We're going to grab some to see what do people find attractive about you? What do they think is special about you? Before we get started, hey, please don't forget to subscribe. It helps my channel. If you like this reading, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. If you want to book me for a private reading, there is a link to my website in the description box down below. Let's go. What do people find attractive about you? What do they think is special about you? We got Leaper. We're going to take that person, the lost compass, getting back to integrity. Well, that's a good start. People think that you are someone who keeps their word, somebody who can be trusted. Remember, that is actually a special quality and a special trait. Don't discount it. Here we go. Let's go for the Soul Explorer as well. What do people find attractive about you? What do they think is special about you? We're going to get the 4 oracle cards down, and we're going to talk about those, and then we're going to get some tarot cards as well. 1, all right, and 2, didn't get all the way out, and 3. Let's go. We have to conform is to die inside. Be brave and be yourself. So you're an individual. You have your very own moral compass. You might think some rules of society are kind of like, that seems stupid to me and like it was influenced by somebody trying to control somebody else. But you have your very own, I kind of want to say rule book, but it has the rules of decency at the core of it. It is one of the things that people think is special about you. You're not swayed by a crowd. You're not somebody who surrenders your own ability to make up your own mind to another person. You're not a follower, you're a leader. What does group number 1, what do people find attractive about them? What do they think is special about them? 1 and 2 and 3. Let's find out. Okay, we have Bear Spirit Healing. Interesting. You have the ability to make other people feel better. You're somebody who, like, when you walk into a situation, people understand things are about to get better rather than getting worse. And that is a tremendous gift. It just genuinely is. Here we go. And we're going to get this 4th oracle card. 1, 2, 3. What do people find special and attractive about group number 1? All right. So far, it is that you know your own mind. You're not easily influenced by others. You're willing to stand up for others. We have Swift. Stay true to your heart's desire and keep nature in your heart and home. And that healing energy, you have the ability to shift a situation in your favor. You're somebody who does not, you've never been somebody to go along with the crowd. Like, you're not somebody who followed bullies when you were in school. You always kind of understood who you were and who you were meant to be in this world. You're very strong-minded. That can be stubbornness sometimes. They like that you're decisive in your actions with that Swift card. I love that bear and the bear spirit with healing, quite simply because this reminds me of the Strength card in the tarot. We're getting 8 cards, which is one of the cards of momentum, of spirituality, of infinity. Here we go. What do people find special about group number 1? What do they find attractive? Ooh, here we go. I have High Priestess in reverse. That's somebody who tells the truth, somebody who's an open book, somebody who is not into concealment, someone who will share their opinions. The High Priestess in the upright is usually marked by the goddess Persephone. That's a very secretive and mysterious and enigmatic energy. You are somebody who, like your true blue, And it means a lot more to people than you might think it does. Let's get going here. We'll get the other cards down. I have the World in reverse. You are not afraid to make changes, which, believe it or not, sets you out. Like, all of that's coming across here is part of what sets you apart from other people is you don't want to be like other people. You don't think that conforming is the way to go. I have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and I have the Sun in reverse. Don't worry, reversals, by the way, are not bad. Reversals just convey a different meaning, and all tarot card readers have a different relationship to their cards. This is the Nine of Wands. This is the Moon. This is the Page of Cups in reverse, and then this is the Five of Cups in the upright. You are able to move forward after losses. You don't dwell in the past. You try to keep going. It brings you a lot of admiration from other people. They find you attractive. They find the way that you express yourself very attractive. They think that you have a very healing presence in basically in whatever you do. You bring your authentic self to the table. People truly believe that you are being as authentic as you can be. In terms of like what attracts people to you, it is that if you hear one person's idea, like a leader, a politician, a spiritual person, you expand on it. You're a very free-thinking person. You don't hesitate when something needs to be done. You're able to take decisive action. Believe it or not, there's a lot of people who just genuinely cannot bring themselves to do that. Let's go ahead and get a chakra card. What do people find special or attractive about group number 1? That guy just wants out. Truth. Speak from your heart. It's the only thing worth listening to. Honest to goodness, the fact that you're direct is something that people just, it's found to be a rare gift by those around you, whether or not you realize that. Let's go ahead and we'll get one more, and then we're going to get an archetype card, and we're going to talk about this a little bit more. See if we can get some physical attributes. We have peace. In stillness, the answers will be revealed. I think that you have a level of comfort with who you are that other people wish they could emulate and they don't know how. Like, you're the type of person who you're not following other people's fashions. You're not following anybody else's lead. You know what you believe in. You know what you think is right, and you know what you think is wrong. Now, the interesting thing is that I don't think it's dictated by like all of these mundane rules. I don't think it's from any particular power structure that you have gained these, other than you really believe in right and wrong at a very core level. Can you tell me what people find special and attractive about group number 1? It's a gift that you have. You're not actually, you would be really, really hard to brainwash. You've got your very own ideas. You see the world in a very, now, one of the bad things about this is you can be a little bit black and white in your thinking, but since it's kind of right along the lines of decency, you can be a very surprising person. You will bring a stop to ill treatment of others around you. You're not a follower. You're not a follower. You have a clear voice. I have trickster, transcending conventions, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. That's the light attribute, and you've already got this cards. To conform is to die inside. The shadow attribute is manipulating others through duplicity. Listen, I think that, like, you know, the mirror-verse version of you, the dark version of you, like, you probably could be, but you choose not to be. This peace energy, it's that if you used to try to be like other people, like you found that it did not yield the results that you wanted. You're open about who you are. You have good boundaries, and you're willing to protect others as well. You've kind of been through it. And part of the way you came to that acceptance of self is that you probably were picked on. You've always stood out just a little bit, and people pushed back against that. The world in reverse with the moon in the upright, like, you're not afraid of the unknown. You're not afraid, you don't want things to stay the same forever. That's that freedom from conformity energy that's coming through here as well. Most people are slaves to what other people think of them and how they are perceived by others. And if you had a period like that in your life, you've long let it go. Getting back to integrity, you found that your best path to happiness is in following what you believe to be right and to be kind of very true to yourself. I have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse with the Page of... You won't hesitate to put a stop to situations. You'll make the change even if it's difficult for you. With the Sun in reverse, it's a card of starting over as well. That's the start of a new and fruitful season. The Sun in the upright is such a positive card that it carries many of the same meanings in reverse with the Five of Cups. This is carrying on after loss. There is a grieving and like you move on to the next stage of your life easily. Once you see the truth. Now, sometimes apparently you can be a little bit, like you blind yourself a little bit in your personal relationships. That's completely normal. But your strength is there for everybody to see. And the ability to stand up for what you believe in, you're not budgeable. And like I said, that's cost you a little bit in your personal life sometimes. But it serves you well in kind of your path, in your guidance going forward. What else do we have on here? In terms of like your physicality, that same thing where you won't conform entirely is there. Like you're not studying up on, let me put it this way, if you're traveling in a country where everybody wears beige, you do not hesitate to wear bright pink. If you like it, you dress how you like. You're not a slave to fashion. You're not a slave to conformity. The very fact that you're different and you lean in on it is the thing that just makes people, you stand out in their minds when they think of you. And sometimes it's not with like, admiration so much as like, how do I deal with this person? But that's usually in a working environment or in a societal environment, meaning like you're really hard to get one over on. Outside of personal relationships, you have excellent discernment. Like I said, you've been through it. You were likely bullied. The Nine of Wands is that card of the wounded warrior. And you've had to be like 2 or 3 different versions of yourself already in your life. Like you have not been in a settled energy. You have that healing spirit, which like you are the person who, if they call you up to make, somebody calls you up and like needs to be made to feel better, you have that healing ability. You have this very quick mind and very quick wit. You have like your personal, like the way you convey yourself, you don't realize how much you stand out. You just don't realize how much you stand out as being different from others. You like, I believe, kind of vibrant colors because I've got this non-conformity energy all over the place. Like you really might think that a lot of what, makes up traditional thinking is part of what's the problem with the world. You know what your own mind is. Unkindness really bothers you. Probably because you've been on the receiving end of some of it. Let's get a fortune card. What do people find attractive about group number 1? What do they think is special? 1 and 2 and 3. That Knight of Pentacles in reverse keeps calling out to me. Surprise. Interesting, because the Page of Cups in reverse, this is the Page of Teacups, is actually a card that does mean surprise. It means that something is unexpected. I think that's really one of the things that I keep picking up here with this trickster and this nonconformity. Please don't underestimate how attractive it can be for people simply to like not exactly, you're not predictable. You're not predictable. Like you can be a mercurial person. Like it can be a little bit, like you have big moods sometimes, but they can be very sunny or they can be very forceful. Your strength of mind is one of the things that people remember about you and find attractive about you. Your sense of style is your very own. The very things about you, like you really might have spent some time trying to fit in when you were younger, but you've abandoned all of that. Like you've brought a halt to all the processes in your world that were not working for you, and you kind of make your own path now. We're getting one last card from the affirmations deck. Beauty. Seeking approval or gazes from others is not important. I seek to define myself in full and not just by my appearance. My beauty is most prominent when I'm living a carefree and happy life, unconcerned with others' approval. I live in Southern California where there are just so many motorcycles on the road, and I'm sorry, I do live fairly close to a busy road. It's beyond a stand of trees, but we can hear it sometimes. You have your own look. Like, you have your own look. You're not a slave to conformity ever, but you are found very attractive by people. In that, like, you don't want to be a standard issue anything. I think when you were a kid, you likely did want to be. Like, it might have caused you no small amount of pain that you really had to, like, you came to this non-conforming energy, I think, with a little bit of loss and struggle. Like, you had to stop what wasn't working for you, and so you went forward understanding that you're exactly who you're meant to be and making a lot of peace with that as well. Okay, so group number one, your clear-mindedness, your ability to step outside of a box, to speak with a definitive voice, the fact that you don't hesitate to bring things that are not working for you to an end and to start again when you need to. You do not seek safety in sameness, and it is one of the things that makes you very attractive to other people. And I am getting this vibe that you're found physically attractive. I was not too surprised when that came out, but it's like on your own terms. Group number one, that was your reading. You're non-conforming, strong-minded. People are drawn to you because you have your very own sense of style. You speak out. Anything, if you ever wanted to be part of the herd, you found peace in the truth that you are quite simply not meant to be a conforming person. You have your very own form of integrity, and absolutely nothing shakes it. Like, you are not somebody who can be bought or sold. You know who you are meant to be. It has caused you losses in your life. Like, I'm not getting the feeling that you've had the smoothest, easiest path, but ultimately understanding that you are, sometimes even you can't predict what you're going to do, quite frankly. Sometimes even you are a little bit surprised by, it's like, why'd I do that? Because of this swift and decisive action. But you absolutely have this beautiful healing spirit that I genuinely appreciate. Group number one, that was what people find attractive and what they find special about you. I hope you liked it. I hope it helps you. Take care. Be well. Welcome back. If you chose pile number two, then this is your reading. We're putting the number two over there so that people joining us can easily fast forward to their reading, but there will be timestamps in the description box down below. This is the Tower of the Divine, bringing us a predictive spread. We have the Soul Explorer Oracle starting us out. What do people find attractive about you? What do people think is special about you? Hey, before I get started, please don't forget to subscribe. It helps my channel. If you like the reading, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. If you want to book me for a private reading, there is a link to my website in the description box down below. Let's go. All right, a difficult path is being revealed. Ask for help and learn that we are all connected. This is the way that you handle adversity. People have a lot of admiration for the ways that you can just kind of roll with what you need to when you need to. Let's keep going here. What do people find as special or attractive about group number two? What do they remember about them too? 1 and 2. Listen, that's a survivor's card as well. Even though it's clear that you have not been handled the most easy path, you walk it, and you walk it, I want to say, so consistently. Like, you're just somebody who doesn't give up. People find that really special. They find you to have this survivor's energy. There's a little bit of, like, people are inspired by you as well. Root Girl, the disowned self. That is somebody who is able to begin again whenever they need to. The Root Girl is all about security. It is about how you're able to, like, you really don't look to other people to provide for your needs. You look to yourself in terms of your physical security. You look to, and your difficult past has taught you that. You likely have had a lot of turmoil in your likely growing up experience with that disowned self, but like your determination to keep going, it flags sometimes behind the scenes and other people don't really see that. But that's really one of the things that is special about you, is that, and you'll say, I didn't have any choice. You had a choice. You just chose to keep going. And like you're likely answering, I really didn't. It was that or starve. Honest to goodness, you kept trying, and that was a choice. I have Enchanted Fern Grotto Refuge. Gosh, you have this like ability to make other people feel safe. I think you're like a very good person in an emergency with this difficult path that's being revealed. By the way, we'll end up talking about like physical things, what people find attractive about you, in the like what do they see when they see me. But this is the part of you that people remember. Attraction of a superficial nature is really truly only skin deep. The things that make us stay in somebody's mind have to do with who we are beyond that. Let's go for group number 2. What do people find special or attractive about them? What do they remember about them? 1 and 2 and 3. And it really is, I've got this energy with that a difficult path is revealed and a disowned self. Like you really might have been somebody who, like, I don't know if your parents split up when you were young. You might have ended up in like, you know, relatives' homes or something, because this disowned self is given off an interesting vibe. Like you lost all forms of security, and I think it's why security means a lot to you now. Atlantic Puffin, be independent, look to the future and thrive. You have this independent energy in providing for, like you might think of yourself as codependent around love or relationships, because you have this little, the disowned self and refuge with this grotto energy. This is somebody who can retreat into essentially their own world sometimes. And I think you've got kind of a romantic vibe sometimes. She's kind of looking up at the moon in this beautiful, I have a guided meditation I listen to that is essentially describing exactly this particular place. You're able to retreat into your imagination, which by the way is like much, you're a more fanciful person than other people are, but you keep it at this weirdly grounded level. I think you've got your difficulties in life have made you strike a balance between the fantastical. Yeah, Ace of Cups in the upright. That is your inner spirit. We're taking 8 cards, which is one of the cards for spiritual, one of the numbers for spiritual enlightenment and progress. Ace of Cups in the upright is you kind of keep your equanimity, your equilibrium, your not a lot knocks you off balance that anybody can see. Now your inner world's a little bit different. And by the way, you're always like saying unexpected things with that difficult path and the disowned self. And independence, I like that as well. King of Cups in reverse, okay? You can be self-sacrificing sometimes to a fault. People do find it attractive about you, but remember, self-protection is part of self-love. 8 of Swords in reverse. You're very good about helping other people move past their own doubts. I have the Page of Wands in the upright. Like I said, there's that spark of imagination and creation that probably like extends to your romantic life. I have the 9 of Swords in the upright. You help other people get over their fears. Like you might be a little bit fear-driven behind the scenes, but other people don't see that part. 9 of Pentacles in the upright. That is literally a card for independence. Your independent thinking, your independent spirit, your ability, and by the way, this person is usually very physically attractive with their own, like, this is an elegant vibe. It's one of the cards for privilege. Death in reverse, that starting over energy, that leaving the past behind energy as well, with the 7 of Swords in the upright, which is a strategist's card. It is a good card for planning. It is a good card for knowing that everything passes. So what people find special and attractive about you is that, like, you know what that old saying, when the going gets tough, the tough get going? Like, you get going. Now, whatever happens behind the scenes with this disowned self and then this refuge energy, kind of don't over-invest in it. Meaning that they have almost the same card stock, so I was checking the decks on it. you can unfortunately repress most of your emotions in a way that it helps other people. Like you're able to, like, when you need to be on, you're on. But this is somebody who has like a strange, like, individual elegance to them as well. Like you might like to experiment with your hair. You might like to, like, if you see something in a fashion magazine, like, you adopt only one element out of it. You're not mimicking anybody. That independence, individual thing is really coming through strong. The card that just flipped in my face was strength, which I'm sure that's part of it. You are perceived as strong by other people. And they do find that very attractive because just like you're a little bit of a mess behind the scenes sometimes, they don't know about that part. Shine. You are made of stardust, so keep sparkling. I'm going to take one more on that. And we have connection. Father Divine and Mother Earth make love in your heart. There is this beautiful balanced energy for how you're perceived. I don't think you perceive yourself that way necessarily. I think that you can, after a situation passes, you're very likely to kind of go over all of the ways that you're not super jazzed about how things turned out. Because you're a little fear-ruled behind the scenes, but like you're all together and giving in the here and the now, and people associate that with you. This can be a card of emotional repression because the King of Cups in the upright is an emotional grown-up, all like has good emotional balance, good emotional flow, a very mature and contained person. This is sometimes, it can be a narcissist. I do not think that you're self-involved. I think that you're able to repress your emotions almost entirely. Like this is turning into this almost, I'm not going to say a commanding presence, but a definitive one. Your ability to be creative, to almost endlessly come up with solutions. This lone wolf card there as well, because that is one of the meanings of the Seven of Swords, is the lone wolf energy, which is again somebody who leads rather than follows. Let's go ahead and get an archetype card. Remember, this is this physical beauty card that I'm kind of picking up there with that Nine of Pentacles, because that person is very admired. It's not about weight and it's not about like fitness. It's about internal confidence. Whatever you might think of yourself, you're perceived as like being comfortable in your own body. You have this strength over, you must have had a difficult past because it's almost like this wounded warrior energy goes everywhere with you, but in a way that makes people feel like they too can overcome because they look at you and they see the ways that you have, and they start to have faith in their own ability. But that's part of what people find attractive about you, is you bring them into a different energy. You connect easily to others. Your light shines into them. They have a greater belief in self when they're talking to you. We have slaves, surrendering your power of choice to the divine with complete trust. The shadow attribute is giving your willpower to an external authority out of fear of making your own choices. I do not have that, but I do have this person who, like, how am I going to put this? When you need to show up for somebody, you show all the way up. Now, sometimes at a cost to yourself. You're pretty drained sometimes, but people can't tell that about you. They like the way that you just, you go from point A to point Z very easily. If you start out at point A saying, I'm going to do this, you're making plans by the end of the conversation and you're enacting them as quickly as you can. You do not dither. And you don't realize this. It was born out of necessity, I think, with that a difficult path is being revealed. Look to the future and thrive. You do. You make your plans and then you act swiftly. You bring an end to things that are not working. Like you're able to recognize when it's like, nope, wrong call for me. And you really don't understand how admired that is by people who know you. That you never get caught navel gazing for long. You're like a pick myself up off the floor, dust myself off, and get going. And whatever your personal style is, it has just enough of this like elegance that it's eye-catching, but you make it your own because we have all these independent cards as well. But you stand out. By the way, this is a really weird thing. You might have really shiny hair because this and this keep calling out to me. This is one of my cards that is about personal appearance and altering it. We have yes and no. This is somebody who's definitive. I'm always allowed to say the word no, even to the people that I love. To say yes at all times may lead to exhaustion and mental fatigue. I can help others, but I must also help myself to preserve my energy. You're not super great about saying no to people that you love. Like I said, you will drain yourself, but you're more and more selective about who is allowed that level of access to you. I kind of want to say that you're good at judging who's worthy and who's not. You do not suffer from doubts when you're taking action. When you commit to a plan, man, you commit to a plan. And it just, if you don't realize this, other people can kind of find that captivating. You're so good at putting other people's fears to rest, though. And nobody can see yours. Like that whole never let them see you sweat thing. It's not literal. It's that like people can't tell we've got love that just fell out. People cannot tell that you're nervous about things. Like you just, that emotional repression thing that can be a little bit hard on you, it actually carries you through and like is the thing that makes you look like this very independent person. And it's almost like you're the person people want to call in disasters. Love is in the air, great time for commitment and taking relationships to the next level. Listen, I've got this thing with this particular card. Again, the Nine of Pentacles is somebody who's very privileged, but also very lovely and very admired. And I have this thing where, again, I'm not getting a, and remember, beauty is not just about, like, your worth is not in your waist circumference, you know? But you're eye-catching and you keep people's attention. You make these very definitive choices, and honest to goodness, it's almost like you relax when the going gets tough. Because you might be a really anxious person in your own life. Other people cannot see it. You seem like you're somebody who just, you do not hesitate. When the going gets tough, you get going. It's the thing that people wish they could, like, imitate in you. You may not realize that, but there are people who wish that they could be like you. They wish they could be like you because you're seen as being resilient. You do have this really good creative spark within as well. You're considered to be like somebody who thinks well under pressure. You are considered to be somebody who thinks well under pressure, and like you're not afraid to go it alone. You do appear to other people to be very connected. You do, with this connection and then this surrendering your power of choice to the divine with complete trust. It's like you make other people believe sometimes. When they can't believe for themselves, like you're very, I want to say uniquely gifted at helping them believe for themselves. So group number 2, that has been your reading about what people find attractive about you, what they think is special about you. Your physicality does enter into it. It does. But it is the strength of your mind, the fact that you can overcome so often. You do have this thing where your sense of style is very eye-catching for other people. Your ability to help them find their faith in themselves again. Like when somebody feels lost, you're just somebody who kind of brings them back to who they're meant to be. You can take swift and decisive action. You're not as good about saying no to people that you love, but like you know what to do when other people get scared, and you kind of don't think of it that way. When other people are frightened, you're like, yep, nope, I was anticipating this disaster, let's get going. The independent thinking, the looking to the future, like you don't get caught in the difficulties of the moment. It just keeps coming back over and over again. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. And you're seen as this person who, like, nobody's going to guess that you're if you're single, and there is like some indication that you might be with this independent energy in the Nine of Pentacles, like everybody sees it as your choice versus like nobody wants that person, because you have such a strong ability to just when yeah, you know that old song, it's by Chumbawamba. It's actually called Tub Thumping, which it has nothing to do with it, but it's like, I'll be singing when I'm winning. I get knocked down, but I get up again. That's your vibe. It's your people look at you as like the ultimate weevil. You may have wobbled, but every single time that they thought that you were going to fall down, you prove them wrong. And that is so, so attractive about you, group number 2. Group number 2, that was your reading. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Be well. Welcome back. If you chose pile number 3, then this is your reading. We're putting number 3 over there so people can easily fast forward to their reading. There are timestamps in the description box down below. Hey, the Conley Tarot is going to be bringing us an 8-card predictive spread. 8 being one of the numbers of momentum, of spiritual enlightenment, of swiftness, of change. Let's get going here for group number 3. What do people find attractive about them? What do they think is special about them? Hey, before I get started, please don't forget to subscribe. It helps my channel. If you like the reading, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. If you want to book me for a private reading, there is a link to my website in the description box down below. Hey, let's go. Water Spirit, manifesting dreams. Like, people genuinely might think that you can make things happen, that you have gifts that are just downright magical, that you're, there's this energy of like, you're the person they expect to be with when something unexpected happens. Like, there's this slightly blessed energy about, and it may not be all of your life, but it's like people feel like they have unusual experiences around you. And then manifesting dreams, like people think you're going to make it happen. Yep, jeweled web, connectivity. I think they think you have magical gifts. I just do. With that jeweled web and connectivity, like some people are a little intimidated by it, and be aware of that. Some people are a little intimidated by how focused you can be. That is one of the things that people find attractive about you, is that you can, like, when you can put your shoulder to the wheel and just like move the world when you need to. And people think it's because you're gifted. Like, I think they think you're brighter than other people. Let's go. 1. Wow, who we got? All right, this is the Soul Explorer. Feel the power of your blood and your ancestors. You're not alone. I'm telling you, like, you're the person who, have you ever met somebody that when they walk into a room, like, you just can feel the power coming off of them? People think that you have, I kind of want to say, magical gifts, powerful gifts, that you, like, you're the person they expect to see a ghost when they're with, type of thing. This is fun. Let's get going. They find you, I kind of want to say, a little kooky, if that, like, don't take offense to that. It means that they find you funny in a really, I want to say, unique way. Who we got there? Half the deck crashed to the ground to bring us Phoenix. Creative changes, realizes your dreams. Hey, listen, that's 2 cards of manifesting dreams. Like, that's like people think you have a star quality. That people, they think that you, like, you're the recipient of some jealousy. Be a little bit aware of that. You might not be. You might not think of yourself that way. But I've got enough kind of like dreams happening, that power. They honest to goodness, if you're not a practitioner, like, nobody'd be surprised if you said that you were. Like, yeah, absolutely, I do magic. They'd be like, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Let's go. What do we got that people find attractive and special about group number 3? 1 and 2 and 3. All right. Woo. All right, I have the 7 of Swords in the upright. That is somebody, now listen, that could be lies, deceit, manipulation, but in its good incarnation, it's somebody who can go it alone. It is somebody who can plan their own battles. It's somebody who has an excellent strategy for making things happen. It's also somebody who knows how, ooh, we've got the King Cups in reverse. You might have defeated somebody. With the Nine of Wands in the upright, you did. You triumphed over a particular person. It could be an ex. You did. You triumphed over somebody. You beat somebody. It made people think that you're very, like, they don't know how you did it. I don't know if it's a bad childhood. I don't know if it's an ex relationship. But like, you emerged with that phoenix from the ashes energy. With the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, you know, you make other people nervous. It's like they don't want to appear stupid in front of you. With the the Four of Pentacles in the upright, that's holding on tight. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. 10 of Pentacles in the upright. With the Knight of Wands in reverse. Interesting energies here. Like, you're a spitfire when you need to be as well. They think you're going to be so successful with this 10 of Pentacles energy. And I do. I have like a family situation, or it might be overcoming a bad childhood. But you overcame something in a way that like people like think it's a little bit otherworldly. They're kind of, you're somebody that people watch to see what you're going to do next. You do make other people nervous sometimes. Honest to goodness, that focus and that power, like when you're focusing on somebody, like they can start to squirm just a wee bit, just a little bit. Like they kind of, I'm not going to say that they fear that you're judging them, but it's like you're one of those people that people go home and they end up reviewing everything they said to you. They think that you're very discerning and that you're likely to possess magic. I'm getting no sense about physicality yet. We will go into that. You're so sharp-witted as well. Like you have very good boundaries at this point. But this whole thing where it's like you slew a dragon. Like people think stuff's on your side for some reason. They think you have magical gifts. That's what they find special and attractive about you, is that they kind of feel like I'm getting a little bit of a Matrix vibey thing. They think you're chosen in some way. Passion, turn your fear of change into excitement for change. You do, when I said before you're a little bit of a spitfire, like that like it honest to goodness can make people like nervous, but in a good way. Like here's what I've got. People have trouble living up to what they think you expect of them. You're very much this outlier energy. Like somebody who just does not, I can't even say you don't run with the crowd. It's like you don't acknowledge that a crowd is there. You walk with like this kind of personal sense of power that other people notice. You're very quick-witted. You may not speak a great deal unless you're like in very particular circumstances because you hold back. But like you brought balance to a situation that like people just kind of don't understand how you did it. Oneness, you are part of the universe and always will be. I almost feel like people think like you're one of those people who was born and blessed by a fairy or something, because there's very much this, you're unusual looking as well. And I don't mean that in a like, you look weird. I mean, you're very eye-catching. There's something about you that like you have this confidence, this security. There's a vibe around you that you're very likely to succeed as well. And people, honest to goodness, just kind of think of you as somebody who, like even people who don't really believe in magic, think that there's something extra with you. There's something extra. You change the energy. You do. That passion and drive energy, you intimidate people. You do intimidate people. Not like forcefully, it's not intentional. Here we have warrior. Yep. strength, skill, discipline, toughness of will, heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice in conquering the ego. You fought somebody and like their world has never been the same. I don't know if it was a divorce. I don't know if it was somebody in your family. I don't know if it was like you came out of foster care and had to overcome. I don't know what it is. But like you fought circumstances that people, that's why they're intimidated by you. I kind of feel like something happened and everybody thought, well, that's that for them. And it wasn't. And it scared people in a really interesting way. Meaning they kind of look to you to be, you're that surprise. It's like you're the wild card. You're a wild card. That Phoenix from the Ashes energy, though, is the one that I'm really, really concentrating on. And the realizing your dreams, like they think you can do anything you want to. You really stand out as being... Now, I will be honest, people perceive you as potentially being a hothead. And I don't think they're wrong, but I don't think it's a bad thing. It's just a thing. Like that passion, that drive, that ability to just keep going. And again, some odds were stacked against you and it just didn't matter. Water cycle. Like the earth, I am made of water flowing through my veins, just like the rain that falls down only to be carried back up. My body, too, is a cycle. Every sip revitalizes me and brings me a sense of gratefulness. Honest to goodness, that water cycle, it's like the storms of the light world could just not take you out. And there was something. Like, I kind of feel like somebody tried to do something. If it wasn't illegal, it was not right. It was just simply not right. And you shut it down. And I don't know if it was with ease, but like people are, you have your own everything. You have this unique quality that people are a little bit like, what do you think they're going to do next? And when they try and answer that question, like nothing seems unlikely. The only thing is that like, are people a little bit like, they're impressed by how much fire you have. You just have so much fire. They're also impressed by your willingness to fight like any form of, like if you're just one of those people who you don't take no for an answer on what you can and you can't do. There is no self-defeating energy here. And there is this kind of, it's like you took on a bully. It's like in the David and Goliath energy, like Goliath is a smoke and shell and you're standing there saying, bring it, who's next? Come at me, bro. There's just this energy of, now, by the way, I don't think it feels that way behind the scenes sometimes. I think it feels a little chaotic and you feel that you have fears. You're afraid you're gonna fail. But other people just see you as like whatever you touch, like it takes you no time at all to master something. And you did. It's like this appears to be a narcissist this time, and you just took them out. like I said, their world is just not the same after they cross paths with you. Let's go ahead and get a fortune card. The sense of style that you possess is all your own. Like people you don't fit in ever. And that is actually the thing that people find very attractive about you. Like if there's a formal event, like you're showing up wearing overalls and pulling it off type of thing. It's not that you're always casual. I just mean, I'm not even getting this. It's not that you don't run with the pack. It's like you don't realize there's a pack. This lone wolf energy is, you are always the person who has this feeling of being guided from within. And like I said, other people, honest to goodness, they think that you must possess magic, major life change. I just think people think you're going to be so successful. You are looked up to as somebody, as a go-getter. as somebody who, like, nothing's going to take you out for long. This warrior energy is the one that's just really calling out to me over and over again, because I really do feel like, because this can be the lone gunman as well. It's like you faced off against an army as a sniper and you took them all out. Like, that's the energy that's around all of this. It's suspected that you're actually just downright magical. Honest to goodness. Like, if people were to say, like, hey, do you believe anybody could be part fairy? They'd say, no, except for. It's like that. They feel like you are connected. This you are not alone. It's like you make them believe in, like, you're the catalyst. You're the catalyst. In terms of, remember, like, exterior, what people think of how we look only lasts a moment or two. People are either attracted to us or not attracted to us by what we are contained within. And like I said, you have your very own sense of style. Like, even if you're like, hey, I like those shoes because you saw them in a magazine or like in a listicle or something, you put your very own spin on absolutely everything. And you caused somebody, like, you caused somebody in some kind of contest, in some kind of battle, you caused somebody else that everybody else looked at as like a conqueror. You brought that person to their knees. You brought that person to their knees. And how hard was it? I don't know. I think it was actually really hard on you. Because I've got that kind of eruptive energy with this Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and the Wounded Warrior card is over here as well. You can make other people nervous. And what you kind of don't know is that sometimes after talking to you, people go home and they revisit every word that left their mouth, because they kind of don't want to feel like they were, I almost want to say, stupid. So group number 3, that was your reading, and man, it was an interesting one as far as I'm concerned. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Be well. Welcome back. If you chose file number 4, then this is your reading. We're putting the number 4 over there so that people can easily fast forward to their readings, but there are timestamps in the description box down below. The traditional Magna deck will be bringing you an 8-card predictive spread, 8 being one of the numbers of swiftness, progress, infinity, change. We're going to get one of the bird messages to start with. All of the oracle decks that were seen in the close-up at the beginning, they are all going to come into play. Here we go. What do people find attractive about group number 4? What do they think is special? Hey, before I get started, please don't forget to subscribe. It helps my channel. If you like that reading, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. If you want to book me for a private reading, there is a link to my website in the description box down below. Let's go. All right, I have, whoa, Vogelkop Bowerbird. Appearances can be deceptive. Well, you're attractive. Like, people find you physically, you don't feel that good about yourself, but like, you have this, you got a look to you. Like, there's an elegance in your movements that you don't think about. You just kind of don't. But people, you have very good flow. You move very elegantly. And you might not think of it that way if you're like, hey lady, I'm like 600 pounds, I lumber when I walk. That's not how you're perceived. It's like your hand motions are very elegant. The way that if you're setting a table or something, there's a precision to what you're doing. And first of all, I do not think that physicality is not the only thing that makes us attractive to somebody else. Our exterior is the first thing somebody notices, but it's everything else that makes us have an enduring ability to attract the eye. And you have elegance and you're considered attractive. I feel like you've got good hair. Let's go. I have mindful, groupthink. I think you're good at bringing people together, that you're a voice that kind of rises above others sometimes. Like, people are able to, and I've got this colorful here vibe and colorful there. I feel like there is a vibrancy to how you express yourself and how you are seen. Like, there's got to be a lot of contrast. You're very striking. You're a very striking person. Let's go, let's go. It's the Soul Explorer Oracle. Let's go for group number 4. What do people find attractive about them? What do they think is special about them? There's a very vivid quality to this already. And are all of these cards vivid? No, they're actually not. I have the time is right. Seize the day and make progress on your soul path. The fact that you do not hesitate, that you're able to make decisions, that you have the strength of your own, I kind of want to say the strength of your own mind, vibe. This groupthink energy, I think you're able to bring others together and you can hear other people's viewpoints. There's a fairness to you that people think is special. We have Phoenix, transmutation, not the first Phoenix that this particular energy has, this particular reading has seen. The Phoenix is somebody who takes a bad situation and makes it work, makes it better. The Phoenix rises from the ashes. And I have a little bit, there is this kind of, you make things look effortless. I think that's what the elegance that I'm picking up is. Things don't look like they take a ton of effort with you. That people are a little bit, I kind of want to say people are a little bit jealous of it. Let's find out. 1 and 2. What have I got? 8 cards. 4. Group number 4. What do people find attractive about them? What do they think is special about them? 10 of Wands in reverse. Like I said, you make it look easy. The 10 of Wands is that pushing too hard energy, overburdened energy. It's also the card of having a lot of strength. It comes out with the 6 of Wands in reverse. Like you do not give up. That is somebody who keeps going. That is a triumph over adversity energy. Like nothing slows you down, even when they try. And again, you make it look easy. It doesn't look like you're trying too hard on anything. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I have somebody who's flipped, and we're going to take him. So 4 cups in reverse. Like, people always wonder what you're thinking. Like you have this very decided view on things. We have the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. It's a missing piece energy. It's like they look to you for that. With the Knight of Cups in reverse as a self-love card, that is somebody who like kind of goes it alone whenever they need to. With the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, now that can be seen as failure. I'm not seeing it that way. It's like nothing slows you down for very long. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. And then I have the Magician in the upright. I swear it's like they think you're the grand master of problem solving. You are seen as somebody who, like, you know how to make the time right. That seize the day energy, that's how you're seen. This appearances can be deceptive. Here's what I've got. There's almost a serenity to your, you get very frustrated and other people kind of don't know about it. You have a lot of things that are, you keep it on the down low. You know how to play your cards close to the vest when you need to. You openly express your feelings, but nobody ever knows how much you're holding back. I do have this, like, you're considered very elegant but different energy. You're really kind of seen as somebody who, you're casual. You have a casual vibe around how you look. And that's why there's that weird, like, feeling like people see you as a flowing, elegant person. We have Thief. Sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. The shadow attribute is stealing money, creative abilities, creative ideas, affection, or others you think you lack. I don't have that, but the sheds light energy, like, it's on the potential wealth within. I swear you can make other people believe in themselves with this groupthink energy. There is a vibrancy to absolutely everything about you. Some of these cards are more vibrant than others, but these 3, transmutation is where you can take a negative energy and turn it into a positive situation. You're always able to, I don't want to say find the silver lining because it's not as simplistic as that, but you're able to acknowledge sometimes that it's like, yeah, it didn't work. Everything's in flames, but we're starting over again. And you can energize other people. You're very vivid and you stand out. But I do not think that it's something that you put a ton of effort into. Like, I think it's just kind of who you are. Because the Nine of Pentacles in the upright is somebody who really cares about how they're perceived. The Six of Wands in the upright is somebody who's really greatly admired. But there's effort put into it. It's like something that they're trying to achieve. You have this kind of effortless ease and comfort with who you are. And actually, that is more attractive than almost anything to people, is just finding somebody who's comfortable within their own skin. And you are, like, you might think that you get frustrated with stuff, but people think you can take, like, you can take water, turn it into wine type of thing. Like, you can take any situation, no matter how stalled or stuttering or failing it might be, and you turn it around. That's what people find attractive about you, is your ability to turn this ship around and get it going in the right direction again. Like, you're this groupthink energy with mindful, honest to goodness, no matter what goes on in your own head, which, by the way, looks like it's a little bit, like, you struggle with your own internal balance sometimes, but people don't get that part. I have journey. To enjoy the journey, let go of the outcome. I think you're great at motivating other people. I just think you are. And then I have truth. Speak from your heart. It is the only thing worth listening to. That when I said that, like, you're skilled at, it's almost like, you know, finding the silver lining and everything. Like, you can trim away all of the frustrations and a feeling of failure in somebody and make them feel better about everything that went down in their life. You have this inspirational vibe that is just really freaking awesome to encounter. You can make other people believe in their abilities. You're just kind of a really strong leader. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. What have we got? What have we got for group number 4? What do people find special about them? What do they find attractive about them? What gets them noticed? Let's find out. You stand out and you don't think of yourself as being that way. Like, even when you're walking around in public, like, there's something about your fashion choices that just, these very vibrant, eye-catching, and not all of the cards are that vibrant. Everything about this is very vibrant. We have letting go. I choose to be free and will fly towards positive relationship. Words and actions will no longer make me feel lesser than what I truly am. A gift to this world. I choose to embody light and let go. This letting go energy, like, you probably are known for kind of letting things, you've got some kind of leadership job. You might either be a manager, or you lead other people, or you inspire other people. You make things possible. You make other people feel like things are possible. Like, you're this behind the scenes energy, though, where it's not like, I don't think you like to be the focus of attention, and you don't realize how often that you are. Like, I feel like you're very almost withdrawn, that you, like, your biggest nightmare is to have to stand up in front of 600 people and talk, but you could do it. And you let go of things after, like, if somebody, you don't condemn somebody for just one mistake. Like, you're actually got this very fair and balanced energy. Let's get going here. What have I got? What have I got? 1 and 2. What have I got? What makes people notice group number 4? What's attractive about them? What's special about them? It's interesting to me because I think that you don't, like, I think you don't like chit chat. And that actually, people actually really like that about you. You can be really difficult to make small talk with, though. And I will tell you something honestly, there's something, like I said, where people, like, go home and they're just like, they hope they didn't say the wrong thing. They just think you're able to, like, be a master of everything. We have opportunities, which is an important offer will be made, be prepared and dressed to impress. Honest to goodness, I have something around your fashion sense that is intriguing to me, because it stands out, and yet it's not, you're not attempting to be trendy. You're not like, you know, oh, what rise jeans are we wearing this year? Like, you stay on top of things, you stay current, but it doesn't influence you all that much. It just kind of doesn't. And this thief energy sheds lights on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. Honest to goodness, you have this motivational vibe around you and this inspirational vibe where like people can kind of, they look at the way that you are very self-directed and they wish they could emulate more about you. By the way, you may not be aware of this because I think you don't think that you're fashionable. I think that you kind of like if you could get away with wearing the exact same thing every day and not have it be a weird thing, you're just not all that into, like, I think you feel like it's a necessary evil versus something that you really lean in on. But you make these really vibrant choices and you do not understand that other people, like, they think you're cool. I don't know how else to put that. They think you're cool. Like, you make things look effortless. You're clearly not trying to draw the eye, but you do. You have you're considered this person who just does not pause. You just keep making things like easier. You see the positive in all situations, even if like that may not be true behind the scenes always, because you get frustrated. But the way that people see you is like, yep, okay, that was a stumbling block, that was a roadblock, how are we gonna blow it up, burn it down, get it out of our path, and get going? You're able to let go of disappointments easily. The way that you convey this, you don't realize that you help other people as well with exactly that. You can turn a bad situation to a good one. You don't, no matter how, whether or not you like go home and like, cry into your pillow is neither here nor there. The way you are seen is as somebody who's like, okay, what magic are we making happen now? You have this vibrancy that is very attractive. It is the thing that people think is special about you. And what keeps cracking me up, by the way, this person's also very funny. So people like kind of admire it's sharp sometimes, but they admire your wit. There's something about the way that you dress that other people, you make things look easy to other people. I don't know that they're easy to you, but that's kind of what stands out. Other people like they think you're freaking cool. And I don't know how else to go into that, because cool either is or isn't. Like, somebody is considered, you're not trying to be like anybody other than you. You know that old song, I don't want to be anything other than what I've been trying to be lately? That's exactly the vibe. That you're not straining to make yourself like anybody else. You're the missing piece in a solution. Often you're considered a really like innovative thinker and resourceful. And like you create opportunities. Honest to goodness, like if a bomb hit, you'd be the one that people are trying to find, like they don't know how to get the water filtration system running. You're just seen that way. You're considered cool and incredibly capable. And in terms of like, there's something with physicality here where you draw the eye, but it's weird, you kind of don't dig it. Like I don't want to say you're above that, but you've never had a lot of confidence in it. And like I think you determined long ago that either you didn't have the wherewithal or the means or the money to like, keep up with fashion, but you have your very own fashion sense. And it's not like goth or it's not like witchy vibe, it's you vibe. You have this very resilient energy as well. When people are having a bad day, they hope that they can talk to you because you just have this, like you're like unleaded gasoline. You are fuel for other people's fires sometimes. All right, so group number 4, that was what other people find attractive and special about you. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Be well.